South Sudan's Nuba Mountains are as beautiful as they are unforgiving, and finding a formal education here is a risky undertaking that sometimes leads down a dusty stretch of highway. This is a well-traveled route, an early morning trek taken by the students who attend St. Vincent's Primary School. Navigating the bumpy road is minor compared to what it takes to find the classrooms. The price of learning here is steep, literally steep. After climbing up the side of a mountain, the students arrive in a safe haven. St. Vincent's is a refuge and place to learn.
On my honor, I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country.
Morning traditions are carried out with precision and pride. Despite circumstances, students have an unbridled desire to learn. In Sudan, the lack of accessible schools has left a vacuum.
We are bringing teachers from East Africa in order to help us because the indigenous people here are not well educated and there are not so many to help us. So within this time, we are having shortage of the teachers.
As headmaster, Boutros El Amin is in constant search for help. This school year, teachers were brought in from neighboring Kenya.
We are making a difference because when we come here and you deal with these children, at least when they get used to you, they open up, they feel happy, and they enjoy the coming of the teachers to help them.
Then we start adding with the words, isn't it?
Yes.
Rachel Wambui is one of two instructors brought to St. Vincent's by Catholic Relief Services, which is the agency overseeing the school's operation. Teaching under these conditions calls for improvising right on the spot.
They don't have the desks. They use only the benches. So writing is a problem because they have to write on their laps. And sometimes it becomes even difficult for you to help them in shaping their handwriting.
Students endure unthinkable surroundings. Classrooms function without electricity, which means no lights, no fans, no computers or internet. Lessons are carried out on solid dirt floors in buildings made of clay bricks and thatched roofs.
Give me one example.
It is a typical day in a rather complex life. A common saying in this part of the world is not to worry, and they don't. Students take their surroundings in stride and are tested in finding creative ways of building community. Everyone attending class brings a piece of firewood. This is a daily chore. The towering stack of kindling is used for cooking their lunches. And why are the classrooms of St. Vincent's tucked away high in the Nuba Mountains? It's a matter of protection for the children's safety. Headlines spell out the tragedy that unfolded here in early February of 2000. More than a dozen students were killed near their classrooms after the Khartoum government in the north sent warplanes to attack South Sudan. Headmaster Boutros El Amin recalls the moment like it was yesterday.
This was on the 8th of February around 10 morning. That was on Monday. So it happened that the jet plane came and dropped the bombs here, and this tree there was a class people learning under this tree. So the bomb dropped there and killed them.
18 students?
18 children plus one female teacher.
Everybody in the classroom?
There were everybody, some of them they scattered and they ran, some of them, and those who could not manage, they just died here.
Any survivors?
There are some. Up to now, victims there. We are having 2 now with no harms.
This was personal for you.
What?
And this was personal. You lost a family member here.
Yeah, I lost my firstborn. That was a boy. At on age of 12 years.
12 years old?
Yes.
The attack on St. Vincent's is another violent example of the hatred that boils from the differences dividing this nation based on color and faith. With the classrooms rebuilt, tucked away high in the rocks, teachers and students no longer fear that they are easy targets for warplanes. But there is always an undercurrent of worry that one day the violence directed at this school will resurface.
And we feel safe up to now when we got peace in Sudan.
War may sometimes be a necessary evil, but no matter how necessary, it is always an evil, never a good. We will not learn to live together in peace by killing each other's children. Jimmy Carter, former U.S. President.